Welcome to another mini. We're here. We're excited to talk about a very fun topic. I'm glad you came up with this one, Mandy.
Mm.
This one is travel hacks. So, how do you want this to work? You we play tennis? One, two,
Let's
one,
do
two.
some tennis. But you know what might be cool too is first of all, hi everybody. Happy mini day. Happy travel hack conversation. Um,
Yes.
I think it'd be cool if we go through the travel journey, even though I hate the word journey.
Okay.
If we
Okay.
go through like the prep and then like the adventure, whether it's like the car or the air, whatever, your little travel hacks. And it doesn't have to be travel hacks too. It can be rituals. Like, what are your little rituals? Then what happens once you get there and then departure? Like if we just go in order. What do you think about that?
So why I like that. So why don't you
Yeah.
share with me yours first, and then I'll kind of mirror what you say.
Okay. So one of my travel hacks, I'm always worried I'm going to eat bad on the road. And inevitably, I always eat bad on the road. But in order to not eat bad all the time on the road, something I always try and do are two things. This is in advance. Number one, three. I try and find an accountability buddy wherever I'm at, somebody that will do a walk or a workout with me in the morning, whether it's the hotel gym or a spin class. And then I schedule all my workouts before I ever leave. So it's in my calendar.
Oh.
And it sometimes it doesn't happen, right? But at least if you schedule it, like you're setting yourself up. The second thing is I always pack a little bento box lunch for the airplane. If it's over a meal period, and I do that to prevent myself from eating like bad food at the airport or in the lounge or whatever. So I'll pack like I'll do rolled up turkey. I'll take a cucumber and roll up turkey. I'll pack some cashews. I'll pack some strawberries or an apple or chomps, like a turkey chomps and
Okay.
that kind of thing.
How
Mhm.
does that get through security? No problems, no issues?
No problems. I just pack it, put it in my backpack, yeah. I put a little napkin in there. Yeah.
Okay, good. I
Mhm.
like that travel
Yeah,
hack.
yeah, yeah.
For me, the one
What do you
thing I
do?
I always try to do is have a protein bar in my bag in
Mhm.
case, for a longer flight. I struggle with longer flights because, if I don't eat on the plane, as soon as I get off the plane, I'm, like, ravishing, like, hangry or whatever. So,
Yeah.
the food that they serve you on the plane, the little snacks now, I fly Delta a lot, and they have these really tasty little biscotti cookies, but
I love those, but I get heartburn from those. But yeah, those are I don't want crumbs
dangerous.
all over me.
Yes,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
don't mind the
dangerous.
crumbs. I don't mind the crumbs, but yeah, they're not very good for you. So
Mhm.
I try to have the protein bar as a replacement. One thing I do is I take a lot of early morning flights, and sometimes I'm fortunate enough to be upgraded to first class where they'll give you a beverage before you fly out. So I always try to have they give you the water, and I try to drink orange juice too early on just to give me some vitamin C.
That's good, Amani. Yeah, because 'cause you're going once a week at least between your
Mhm.
classes, right?
Yeah, yeah. So I try
Yeah.
to yeah, yeah. So that's one travel hack. What else? Where should we talk about next?
What happens when you get to your destination? Like what hacks or actually let's talk about airport. So I have Clear and I
Yes.
have TSA. And
Yes.
to me, with all the airport construction that's going on right now and all the uncertainty and delays, Clear is by far the best investment I think you can make. So if you don't have Clear, get
Right.
Clear. Yeah.
Now, many times, like I don't have clear, I have TSA pre-check.
Yeah.
Why would you need both?
Because everybody has TSA PreCheck now.
Mhm.
So there's the regular line, then there's a TSA PreCheck line, and then there's a TSA with clear PreCheck line.
Oh,
And that is 10 times faster. You can 10x your speed
okay.
at the airport. Yep.
How can you are there any deals out there where you can get clear for free? I see deals popping around all the time. Do you know any deals where you can get clear for free?
I mean, with Delta, there's some Delta cards. Like I think there's an American Express card you can get where they give Clear for free. But just look it up. Clear's constantly doing deals and they
Yeah.
constantly have partnerships. So just look it up and make it happen because especially if you're going to a busy airport like Chicago O'Hare or
Right.
Atlanta or JFK, it has saved me so many times, even when I've gotten to the airport very, very far in advance.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
I like that. So I was thinking about that. I see the people with the butt in the front of the line with clear. I'm like, but so far it hasn't really hit me. But TSA PreCheck does help. So if you don't have that, try to at least get that. That can help too.
Totally agree. Totally agree.
Okay. So
What
that's
about you? What about like your at the airport hacks that you have?
for me. Uh, I'm able to walk. I can get it pretty quickly. Like going through security, I always have to take off my belt, so I won't take the thing that's just something small that does that. If I get there early enough to the airport, I'm fortunate where I have free access to Delta Lounge, so I can go into the lounge and eat a meal. So I can eat a more healthier meal in the lounge if I get there early enough instead of waiting for the plane or getting fast food in the airport, which the food is horrible. I mean, not
Mhm.
good for you. So that's something I've learned to use. I mean, I had never been in a Delta Lounge until 2 months ago. I
Oh,
mean,
really?
I did not know this life.
I love
And
Delta.
this
I love
life
I'm
this
a Delta
life
lounge,
this life
like,
is like,
yeah.
"Oh, where has it been?" So that also, I always would bring a portable where's my little thing here? I think I have it here. Like, I have this charger. I'm gonna show you the charger that I
Mhm.
have that's really effective. Hold on. Is this okay? Oh, no. Where did it go? Let's see here. Aha. So I have this little charger thing here that will plug into any plug and then allow me to plug my devices in, and it it charges it very fast. Let me see if it'll focus.
Oh, speed charger. What's that, Anchor?
Anchor,
So for
yeah.
those not watching, Amani just held up a super fast multi-charger. It's Anker. That's
Yes. It's
good.
very
I
good.
like a speed charger. That's good.
Yes.
Are there
Very
multiple USB ports on there or just the one?
this one, but I have a USB-C that can plug into there and give you more connections.
Gotcha. Love that.
So
Love
that's
that.
one thing I do at the airport. I'll charge if I need to.
Mhm. Charging's key to victory. Okay, now, are
Yes.
you an early arriver to the airport? Are you a last minute shuffler? Like, what's your philosophy on timing for the airport?
So if I'm taking a 6:05 flight, I will try to get to the airport around 5, an hour before.
Yeah.
If I'm taking like a late afternoon flight, I'll try to get there hour and a half or 2 hours early and go to the lounge after I check in and get through security. So I try to give myself at least an hour. International flights, a couple hours. Um, but if I'm just walking right on, it's just as soon as I can get there. Like sometimes when I'm flying back from LA to Vegas, we'll get to the airport. So far, I get to the airport probably about a good hour, hour and 5 minutes. But sometimes
Mhm.
I'm getting there 35, 40 minutes. But because I have like pre check, I can walk right through, scan, and I still get there before they board it. Most of the time, recently, at least I can board pretty early as like a platinum, or if you're first class, you can board early. So you can just almost just walk right onto the plane.
That's
How
great.
about you?
Does Delta go direct from Vegas to LA?
Hmm. Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. I
Yeah.
didn't realize that.
It's like 4 or 5 flights a day.
That's great. I've been flying Delta to Detroit lately when I go back to Ohio because it's a direct flight. Um, because I always have a stopover somewhere coming from San Diego.
Yeah.
So that's great. Direct flights between LA. You hear it here first, or
Right.
maybe not first. I
Well,
heard it here first.
when I
Between
go
LA
east,
and Vegas. That's great.
to DC, I have to stop somewhere. It's either Minneapolis, Salt Lake City, or Detroit or
Yep.
Atlanta because it's
Yep.
nothing direct. So
Me
yeah.
too. Yeah. When I go international, it's always through Atlanta,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
it's fine. Thought it works
Yeah.
out.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about like in terms of like travel hacks like packing your bag?
I always carry on.
Right.
And, a practice I put into play probably 6 or 7 years ago is I only well, not only, but I try and only wear dresses and tennis shoes because dresses, if you pack one garment versus pants, a sweater, a blazer, a shirt, a belt, that takes up 3 times the amount of room. So dress is one thing, and I know you can't well, you can wear a dress if you want a money, but, like so I wear dress and tennis shoes because the same pair of tennis shoes. So I have my workout shoes, and then I have my dress tennis shoes, and then I'll normally bring one other pair of shoes, but I always wear the bulkiest thing, so I'm saving space in the suitcase. So I wear the bulkiest thing, and then I save space in the suitcase.
So do you still only bring a carry-on if you have like a 5-night trip?
I do.
How are you gonna
Now,
pull that
s
off?
dresses and tennis shoes and 2 pairs of shoes. But sometimes, like with Scoot and we're just talking because 'cause we're going to Colombia in a couple weeks, and we were talking about our packing strategy.
Yes.
So, when I'm going somewhere over a long period of time, sometimes I'll just plan on laundering things while I'm there. Um,
Okay.
yeah, which, there's always a little laundromat or something, which is kind of also fun to get involved with in your wherever you're going. Whenever possible, I carry on. Like when I was doing my book tour, I had books.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
had books and whatever, but I just try and carry on as much as possible. And that worry of like, "Oh, I'm losing my somebody's losing my luggage somewhere."
Right, like, something I'm going to Louisville in 2 weeks. Wow,
Yeah.
or 3 weeks actually, and it's for you have Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and you fly back Thursday.
Yeah.
So it's like I'm trying to figure out how can I pack for that trip and not have to check a bag.
Well, so Sunday and Thursday, arrival, departure, wear the same clothes.
Yes, don't tell anyone. Shh.
Right, but it's
Yeah.
fine. It's Sunday and Thursday, and then you're only packing for 3 days,
Right,
and
and
I'm
then
guessing you're probably gonna wear 2 pairs of shoes. You probably won't wear more than 2 pairs of shoes, right?
mhm.
You could probably double up in some way, repurpose, like
Yeah, because 'cause I'll have to probably have, like, just different outfits, but I think you're right, so wear the same things going and coming, and
yeah.
then just kinda do the because 'cause I'll have, like, a couple vests, maybe just a jacket, a blazer just in case, and then go from there. Okay,
Yeah.
okay,
I have a travel dress. I wear I have 2 dresses that are exact same thing that I wear on arrival and departure. It's the exact same thing.
okay, interesting. Alright.
Mhm.
What, these are great. We should do this again because 'cause I'm, like,
Right?
I gotta rewatch and take notes. Uh,
Yeah.
wh
What about, like,
what's
when you arrive? Like, what happens? How do you get yourself set up in your hotel room? Do you have any weird rituals we should know about?
Nothing weird. I just try to hang all the clothes up as soon as possible so they can kind of shake out the wrinkles or
Oh,
whatever.
that's good. Oh, the wrinkle spray, do you have that?
I don't, but do you have to have it in a small
Yes.
bottle to get through the
It's 3 ounces or less. It's Downy wrinkle spray. I
oh,
carry that everywhere with me. It's
can
so
you
awesome. There's other ones too that aren't Downy, but that's a
wrinkle
key to
spray?
victory.
Okay, wrinkle spray. I didn't know that. Okay,
Yeah.
well, let me write this down here. Wrinkle spray. What else? Like that's what I do when I get to the hotel, the wrinkles, and then I try to set up the computer to get the internet access. That's really it, I think. And yeah. What about you?
I do the same thing. I hang up my clothes. I Downy wrinkle spray them to get that wrinkle-free thing started. I line up my shoes because I feel like whenever we're at a conference or something, whenever I come back to my room in between, it's a quick shuffle. Like everything's just a mess. It's a speed chase, right? So
Right.
I line up my shoes and then I hang up my stuff. I put my bathroom stuff out. And then I lay my workout clothes out. Again, just another measure of visibility of don't forget
Yeah.
your lifestyle travels with you. Just because you're on the road doesn't mean everything stops. Just keep going. And then I have a dry erase marker and I go into the bathroom and sometimes I'll write a mantra on there just as a reminder. Other times I'll write my workouts for the week. So it's like in the bathroom, on the mirror, visible, and that sort of keeps me straight. And again, I am not perfect like 100% of the time, but like these are all the things I have to do to like remind me to keep my stuff tight while I'm on the road.
Okay. Interesting. Is
Mhm.
there anything you're looking to get better at in terms of travel hacks and travel as we head into the summer?
I mean, just, keeping my workouts and healthy eating up on the road. It's the hardest thing to do. It's such a disruption too. I mean, you're always going to have some drinks. You're always going to eat a sandwich. You're going to have something you didn't plan on, but like I just want to get a little better each
Like,
time.
like I'm trying to figure out what can I duplicate on the road that I'm not here doing like my Peloton rides, which I do a lot, 3 or 4 times a week on the road.
Ooh.
That's what I'm trying to
Ooh.
figure out how to duplicate.
Well, a lot of hotel gyms have the Peloton.
Right.
And you have the app on your phone, I'm
I
guessing, right?
do.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. So I got to call ahead and see.
Yeah,
Or
and a lot of gyms have a spin studio, so and not a lot of locations, like,
yeah.
there's Cycle Bar, there's Soul Cycle, there's a lot of spin places in many different destinations.
All right. Yeah. Let's see what I can do on this upcoming trip. This has been great. I think we want to come back to this next quarter because this has been really
Yeah.
informative and I need to take some notes, get my Downy wrinkle spray, and I'm
They
gonna
should be
try
a
out
sponsor. Downey, if you're listening.
sponsor. All right. That's good. That's our mini for today in terms of travel hacks. If you have some hacks you'd like to share with us, please leave us a note, send us a message, comment. And with that, make sure you rate, review, subscribe, share this with a friend, and we will see you next week for our next mini.
See you
Bye.
next week. Bye, everybody.